Hilton Head's fire and life safety educator Cinda Seamon is now joining us. Cinda, happy holidays to you.
Thank you, you too.
All right, we got to keep everybody else happy during these holiday season as well, which means keeping them safe. Let's talk first of all about holiday cooking. We're all going to be doing it, and there's a little bit of danger involved for those of us who aren't real good at it.
That's right. So what you need to remember is stand by your pan. In other words, don't leave the kitchen whenever you're cooking. Start with a clean oven. Never leave paper towels, pot holders, or anything too near the stove. The other thing is you're probably going to be using all the burners, so be really careful with those draping sleeves on your clothes. If you have dangling jewelry, if you're leaning over the stove, they can easily get caught on the handles of other pots. So really be aware of that when you're doing cooking.
That's a good idea. Now talk about cooking outside, because a lot of us are going to, fry that turkey at some point in time between now and then. That can really be dangerous.
It really can. So make sure that that turkey fryer is at least 10 feet from anything combustible, 10 feet from a building. In other words, don't fry a turkey in your garage. Don't fry it on your wooden deck. Keep it away from combustibles. Watch out when using marinades, because remember, water and oil do not mix. Make sure your turkey fryer is on a very sturdy and even ground so it doesn't tip over. Have a fire extinguisher nearby, and just stay close by, keeping an eye on it at all times.
All right, special instructions for kids?
I think it's better if we tell kids what they can do rather than what they can't do. Rather than say, you can't go in the kitchen or you can't go near the turkey fryer, why don't we have some crafts for them to do? Why don't we have some Christmas ornaments they can make, maybe some coloring, maybe some games, maybe a video, and create an area where they can play and they can have lots to do to keep them busy while you're doing the cooking.
All right, couple of holiday projects that you all are involved with. Tell us about your newest one.
The newest one is called Santa and Sirens.
Yeah?
We did it last year for the first time. It went really well, so we're expanding it this year, and that's where we put Santa on a fire truck and we drive through the neighborhoods.
Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll publish on our Facebook page and other venues about the time and place that Santa will be. In other words, you'll have an idea when he's going through your neighborhood and what streets he's going to be going down. And it's really fun because the adults are just as excited as the kids, and they can hear Santa coming because of the sirens. And a lot of them have tables set up with hot chocolate, and they're sort of tailgating, waiting for Santa. It's a really fun project.
Keeping the wreath green is something else you all have been involved with now for years.
That's right. Keep the Wreath Green is going up at Station 3, which is located on Highway 278 next to First Pres. And we want the wreath to stay green through the holiday season. Once we have a fire between Thanksgiving and New Year's, then one of the bulbs will turn red. And that means there's been a preventable fire, candles, cooking, space heaters, something like that. So in other words, we want to keep that wreath completely green throughout the holiday season, meaning we've had no preventable fires.
So that when folks drive by to see all the great lighting that you all do at the fire stations, they'll see that green wreath. The stations will all be up Thanksgiving and through December?
That's right, and they've been decorating for a couple of months now at Station 3, the one on 278 next to First Pres. And it's going to be fabulous again this year. So they are just about ready to go and should go live on Thanksgiving.
That's great. Thanks so much, Cinda. Cinda Seamon, fire and life safety educator for the town of Hilton Head Island. Coming up next, we're going to cut a very large ribbon on a very important project on the south end of the island. Stay with us.